that extreme.
Yes.
I found out through the Black Honors team, Black Music Honors team, and I was overwhelmed with gratitude because as an artist, you know, many a times we are just laser focused on our careers. We're touring, we're doing this, we're doing so many things, and for me, I've always been that kind of, I've always been on the grind. So because of the pandemic and taking a real pause, it's allowed me to really reflect on, you know, everything that I've done in music and in my career. And when you say 25 years, it seems really, it seems strange. It doesn't seem that long, but at the same time, it does seem that long. But I'm extremely, I have a lot of gratitude in my heart just for the fans, for the people, for the committee that nominated me at this time. And it really makes me feel like I have staying power, that it's going to contribute something to my legacy. And I feel like it's giving me, like, it's solidifying my place in history, you know, so it's a great honor. One thing I've noticed that we as artists have to adjust to is God's timing.
Yeah.
A lot of the times we get impatient because our project isn't out, or we're working on it, or we're still working on it, you know what I mean? But I think what, again, this moment of pause has forced us to do is recognize that God is in control.
Yeah, it's been a couple for me. My oops, oh my moment was working with Whitney Houston. Like that was
Mine
the
too.
ultimate. Yeah, it was like the ultimate thing I could have ever experienced. And then to have a friendship, a relationship, you know, with her after that, that was just the top. And then to meet Diana Ross, that was my, I mean, I honestly, I had no words. I was like speechless when I met her. And Mona Scott, who was my manager at the time, had to say, she's okay, you know, that. And then, and then to know that Patti LaBelle sung "Oops" in on one of her shows one time, and I met her backstage, and she told me, and I was like, "What is going on here?" You know. So those are like my top 3 "Oops, oh my" moments. Yeah.
That's so funny because it's the same thing. My duet with Whitney Houston, same script, different cast, being in the room toe to toe, you know, with somebody that you look up to and you revere and
Right.
that you respect so much. For that moment to have come around so early in my career was again that moment.
Right.
You know, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so I think as an artist, you have an idea of the kind of artist that you want to be, but you never ever could dream up some of the things that
No.
God actually, you know, puts in your path, you know, and and so I think it's a reminder that we are his vessels, that we are supposed to, you know, deliver a bigger message, you know, than the music. Well, I fell in love with music when I heard, okay, I fell in love with songs when I heard Stevie Wonder's If It's Magic. And I remember I was about 7 or 8 when I heard it. But I fell in love with music when I heard Whitney Houston sing You Give a Good Love. Because I'd never seen somebody deliver the story, the song, and have this regal, classy elegance about her. And her voice just soared and transcended the story, you know what I mean? And told, she was just an incredible storyteller. And I remember seeing her and going, that, if you know, that to me is the ultimate, and so that was a game changer, just to see that kind of talent, that kind of gift really, again, transcend.
It's not for me, it's not a song, it's an album. I'm listening to a lot of Bilal, and it's this group called Red Hands that I listen to every day. I have to. And they've just been keeping my mind, just cool, and that's just been, for me, that's been my niche. Yeah.
For me, I listen to a lot of CC, and I'll just put on her channel, either Pandora or Spotify. Like, I'll just put her music on, so all of her music comes on, and it just helps to just calm and soothe, and I'm getting a bit of getting the word in there, and
definitely the church is the only reason why I'm sitting here today. I got all my inspiration from, my parents were in quartet groups, so quartet music was my go-to. I was inspired by all of those groups. Then it was the Clark sisters, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, the list goes on. Marvin Gaye, and people like that. But as far as the instruments, my whole family played instruments. So I started playing the drums at first in church. Like, when the drummer didn't show up, they threw me on the drums at 8. So I was playing the drums, and then I picked up the guitar when I got tired of waiting for people to send me tracks. And I wrote one of my songs, Motel, off a guitar that only had 3 strings. So I just developed it just because I just got tired of waiting for music. So yeah, so church is definitely my number one inspiration. That's why I'm here.